But again, I sit here today and say the only thing illegal about prostitution is that the government's not getting their cut. Because the government wants to be a pimp.
They do with the cannabis.
Yeah.
They just jack their taxes up 50%.
Yeah.
So.
And you know, so always remember this, you can win over government by how much money you give them in taxes. You know, they're all honorable people until it comes time for taxes. Then they become very dishonorable.
It's the corporate world.
Oh, I'm glad I'm not governor today. Would I be in trouble? Can you imagine me doing this interview
Oh, it would be so
if
fun.
I was still the seated governor?
Oh, it would be fun. I think we need that. I think we need something a little
like
stir up in
Well,
politics here.
It's too lobby focused now.
All of it's that way. It's all about, you know, that was the great thing when, do you know what I did when I got over there? First day in the office, I told my host, gathered my staff together. I said, okay, here's the first rule. Tell the lobbyists they got a 4-year vacation. Because I said, I didn't meet with them before I ran. They didn't do anything to elect me, and I'm not going to meet with them now. And I spent my entire time, all 4 years, I never once met with a lobbyist.
Good.
You think they didn't want me gone? Because that's a whole cottage industry.
Yep.
That's a whole huge industry that got put on hold when I was in there, you know, because I never met with a lobbyist. I said, I have my beliefs. What are they going to tell me? You know, they ain't going to help me with nothing.
So what's new outside of the cannabis world? What have you been up to lately?
Well, right now I'm in the middle of remodeling my outside of my house with construction, redoing the all outside. And for me, what am I doing lately? Well, I can tell you hell has frozen over.
It's Rose now?
Hell has frozen over. I'm back in the WWE.
What?
Nice.
Wow.
Awesome.
You didn't know that?
That's amazing.
Yeah, I'm back in the WWE. Hell has frozen over. I give full credit to my son. The stories like this. I took them to court a number of years ago over videotape royalties and all of that, and I beat them. So I would get checks every quarter from my lawsuit. Well, those checks are now down to about $2.50. Not because they're not paying on the lawsuit, they are, but because everything that was in the lawsuit isn't made anymore. Where do you get a videotape today?
The thrift store.
Anybody here got any idea?
Yeah.
Grandma's house.
Anybody pump up an answer? Where would you get? See, they're not in the market anymore. So therefore, my lawsuit was worthless. So at the time, my son had a bit of a relationship with somebody at the WWE, and they came out with their legends, the old guys, and they're marketing them all. And old guys are now making money that we should have made before. But we're getting it now. Better late than never, I guess. You could look at it that way. So my son set it up, approached the WWE. How would you like to get Jesse back as a legend?
Nice.
They jumped at it, big time. We worked it out. We negotiated royalty fees, blah, 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 blah. Actually, we just took what the court gave me and applied it to them so they can continue to pay me and all the new stuff. Same thing the court gave me.